to the No Name Podcast, episode 94. We are back. Um, I don't know what to say because it's been a while. It's been a while. All that stuff. And everything. I'm your host, Ricky, along with my two combatants, Manny and Arturo, and all that stuff. And guys, where have you been? Arturo had COVID to and everything. Manny's just Manny. Manny. Technically, I guess if you could say that in some ways of what he's from what he's told me what he's going through, right, and all that stuff, and everything, and yeah, and yeah, and then of course, I have gone me myself. I am going through some personal changes, I guess you could say, in a way, and all that stuff and everything. Um, I just realized your sound was muted this whole time, so
Oh man.
we're off to a good start. We're off to a good start.
Oh my god.
I've missed this. I've missed this so much.
Mm.
And all that stuff. Oh, so I pretty much translated for you guys in the beginning of that and all that stuff of what you guys said. Um, but
More or less, they,
more or
they missed
less,
out on my whole bit.
yeah.
Yeah.
No point in doing that again. Sorry.
No, he's
You
not.
know,
No, we're
Yeah.
good.
just it's just
We're
you
this is
guys are gonna have to use your imagination for
this
what
is
I said.
this is all staying
Yeah.
in. That's staying in. So audio listeners are gonna have a hard time with that. If you're watching this on YouTube, congratulations. Um, but other than that, but no, again, this is the No Name Podcast. Every other Wednesday, we come out to you with a brand new episode where we talk about anything that we talk about and all that stuff. And it's a lot of things happening and everything here every Wednesday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on YouTube, Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and many other audio services that are available. I'm a little rusty on this, but I think I got it down and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But everything else stuff. But again, to catch everyone up, we have been gone for like almost a month, if I'm understanding that correctly. Pretty much all of July.
Yeah.
Pretty much all
Yeah.
of July and all that stuff. And yeah, a lot of things has happened and everything like that. So again, someone has got the COVID. Someone has
Had
been
depression.
had depression, and and
No
then
one's ever had depression. I think they still do.
and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm recently changing places at the moment and all that stuff and everything like
Yeah.
that. And I've dealt with something else outside of that. But we're back. We're not going anywhere. I literally kid you not. Last night when I texted the day before we recorded, I literally text them. Are like, are we doing an episode tomorrow? I got a sounding yes, and then for some odd reason I was excited and I ended up making TikToks for the channel and all that stuff. Anyways, that's neither here or there. But I'm excited. We're back. We're here. We got stuff coming on the way. We have some pretty cool, interesting things that are happening along. So for those who don't know, we are nearing our 100th episode. That is now most likely delayed until October. and everything, and everything. But no, that doesn't stop us there. We're still gonna do stuff. We have some pretty cool things that are coming up.
As long as we reach it before the new year, we'll
As
be
long as
good. No,
that's all that matters. The
That's
goal is
true.
to hit it by the new year, and I think we're on pace
no.
for that.
New
and all that stuff.
schedule once a month now, guys.
No, we're still doing two a month, two every 2
Oh
weeks.
my gosh.
Every 2 weeks, we'll be fine and all that stuff. Like I said,
Bi-weekly episodes. As long as nobody dies, we'll
yeah.
be fine.
It's true. No, he's right.
Mm.
Well, when someone dies, it'll just become like a
Ah!
it'll just be like a
No,
two-man show.
let's
Depends
let's
who
not
died.
let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's not talk that. Let's not do that. All that stuff. Okay, let's not bring that up. But
Should we
anyways,
place bets?
no.
Yeah.
No. What is it? Are we sponsored by DraftKings now or something?
Yeah.
Since when?
I think I'll just move to BuzzFeed.
And all stuff. BuzzFeed. What?
So you know,
They're taking anybody then.
I give
When-
Manny like
Since when did BuzzFeed start doing
6
gambling bets?
months.
Yeah. Yeah.
I give
My
myself
doctor
4.
gave me 2.
I'll be honest. I'll be honest. I would have went with 3, but hey, you got balls. You trust Manny that much.
Hey, I say
yeah.
double or nothing. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, neither here or there. I mean, we can't gamble in the state of California yet, and all that stuff, but
Well, we can, just not legal.
not legally. You know, I mean, we can't legally and all that stuff. We
Yeah.
can't.
Isn't
Which
the
I do not
lottery
condone.
We
double?
can't. We can't do it. We can't do it on our mobile phones yet,
That's true. That's
and
cool.
all that stuff.
Well, we technically you can text people, but
That doesn't.
maybe
No,
that's not
Manny.
legally.
Manny, come on. Gotta get everything. But like I said, stuff is happening on the horizon and all that stuff. If you haven't already, the no name reactions are back. I just did the recent Andor trailer that came out this past week. That came out for Star Wars and all stuff. They changed the date. It was supposed to come out in October this month in August, but they moved it to September. Weird. But first 3 episodes on that day. So works out and all that stuff. But yeah, but that's live on the YouTube channel if you haven't checked that out already. I know we haven't done Grimm in a while. Again, that will be kicking up pretty much soon. I can't guarantee a date yet because we have to figure out a schedule for recording those. And as it comes out, we're already busy on Saturdays when we do normally record those things.
Yeah.
Love is that we'll try to do. I haven't talked to Manny about this yet, but I think we got to do we have to do a whole day of just recording, so that way we just get it out the way.
Yeah, do like 20 Grimm episodes.
And all that stuff.
Right.
We're already halfway done with the season, so with season 1, so we're good there.
Yeah, true.
And all that stuff. And then so that is coming. Don't worry about those. Those are still coming because those have been a good hit for they've been a good hit and all that stuff doing that. And hopefully down the road, when I talk with the guys, we'll probably do something more with other shows or anything like that. Even movies. We'll
my gosh,
maybe we'll talk about that. That deal was released to the Flash later on in the show and everything. But and then maybe who knows? Something might join the channel of shows that we're doing soon and all that stuff. I mean, me and Manny has been on a very, very much discussed show that we want to do. We're doing, and we won't talk about it this episode. I think next episode we're planning on doing it because we have to do it.
But that's just the theory.
It's just the theory.
Oh my gosh, you're done.
A podcast theory.
And all that stuff. It's a Pacific show. I think me and Manny have already been talking about it. The fact we were planning on announcing it on our 100th episode, but with our delays and our extended break in a way and all that stuff, we're still. I think here's the thing: we're still gonna do it. We wanted to do it. It's just that we're just gonna have to announce it more earlier. Just not yet, right now at the moment. Once we finalize some recording dates and all that stuff,
legal things,
and everything like that, dot the I's and cross the T's and everything, we'll let you know when that happens and all that stuff. And we will talk about it soon because I'm actually kind of excited about it, in all honesty, because it's like the subject it's around. It's something I've been getting back into a lot, and I don't know why, but it's very exciting, and everything. And then hopefully with some legislation that comes out here in the state of California, opens some new ideas and everything with that show and all that stuff. But I'm excited because I'm just excited for it and all that stuff. Anyways, what else am I missing? Oh, I don't know I don't know how we're gonna do this or if we plan on doing content with this, but we're gonna be on the road, and not how you think and all that stuff. So we've been planning on going to some events for throughout the rest of the year, and all that stuff. Not all. It won't be all 3 of us on some of these things. It might be on some. We've already had to remove one of them already because we happened to figure out that enemy expos do sell out faster than we expect and everything. And so yeah, but that's out of the picture. Hopefully we're planning on doing more. I think we have a couple ideas and all that stuff what we're gonna do. To give an idea, so October is TwitchCon. I can confirm Arturo and I will be at that event for that weekend. and everything. So we're gonna plan on doing. We're gonna be hanging out, checking everything out that's happening that weekend and everything. We hope to see you guys there. And then in November, November 5th to be exact. I know me and Manny are confirmed for this. Arturo, I or were you are you confirmed for this one?
What is it?
Worlds.
For Worlds? I don't think so.
Okay, so
But we'll see.
so me and Manny are
He's like, I'm not a nerd.
me and Manny are confirmed for this one, and we will be attending
You know, I like my deodorant. Not
this guy, this guy. Me and
and
Manny,
showers.
It's
me
not
and
an anime convention.
yeah, it's just
No, it's league. Not
yeah.
worse.
Yeah, fair.
But to as from what it sounds like, me and Manny will be attending the League of Legends Worlds Finals, in particularly, and everything. So we'll be attending that. We'll be watching the potential final two participants in that tournament, whoever it may be. There's a possible chance. There is probably a 95% chance that it'll probably be T1 and everything.
Yes,
And then that, and then everything, and maybe a Chinese team at that also. But who knows and everything like that.
He
Who
won in
knows?
liquid.
I'm risking. No, they're not playing well at all, and all that stuff.
One
But
can hope.
am I hoping for am I hoping for an NA team particularly? Yes, and all that stuff because representation, baby, representation,
TSM.
and all that stuff. Dear God, no. Old guard, kick the old guard out of there and all that stuff. It's all about the new guard and all that stuff, the new teams and all that stuff and everything. Kick TSM out of here. They don't even deserve to be in the league.
Genji.
They're Korea.
Yeah, no.
Anyways, but yeah, so those are the two events so far that we plan on doing. We'll probably do. We're actually planning on doing more. I know earlier this year, Arthur and I attended the Genesis, the fighting tournament, and all that stuff. That's probably most likely going to be in the plans of next year, if depending once we get official announcements for that and everything, for that stuff and everything. But when it gets closer, we'll let you know.
We see MultiVersus there. We'll see.
Oh, they better be. There better be. There better be. Oh, and everything, because oof. You know what? Let's just slide right into it. We'll talk about the first thing right here first, and that is
Wait, pause real quick. Does Genesis have Tekken?
no. It's mainly a Smash tournament.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then they just have like little side stuff.
But I mean to see Tekken, you want to see premier Tekken competition. That is this weekend with Evo and all that stuff.
Oh, Evo's this weekend already?
Evo is this weekend and all that stuff. And one of the games that is going to happen to be there. It's not main stage. It's not going to have a main stage final and all that stuff. But it is the game that me and Arturo particularly has been playing a lot and have been enjoying, having a blast and a good time. And that's MultiVersus. It is a brand new game from Player First Games and published by Warner Brothers, and everything. And it's particularly, people can call it a Smash clone and all that stuff if they want to, but it is much more than that, in my opinion. And all that stuff.
Oh, definitely much more than a Smash clone.
And all that stuff. And it's been a blast. All three of us were playing in the alpha when that came out. Since then, since the beta has been out for a while, it has been me and Manny. I mean me and Arturo have been playing it and everything, and it's gonna be it's been a blast. I mean, it's like we were having good times and all that stuff, and everything. But Arturo, I'll let you roll first on what about it so far.
Well, first off, let me just say it is not a Smash clone. I think it is one of the 2D fighter games 2D fighter platform games that you play on. Smash, Brawlhalla, Nickelodeon All Stars, but I think it's very different and very unique in its mechanics. I feel like every character plays its own character differently. Each character interacts with other characters uniquely. The voice lines are all there. It makes you feel like you're part of the character. It's not like they're just skins. You know how like in Fortnite you can play as a skin of the character, but obviously there's no personality to it. But I feel like in
True.
MultiVersus, you have personality with the character. And obviously like Smash, whatever, you try to take the opponents off stage, but I feel like it's way faster paced because there's no blocking, there's no shielding. It's literally just you going ham. You dodge, attack, dodge, attack. There's no blocking, dodging, and then attacking. It's way faster paced. Like the games literally last like 2 to 3 minutes, and I find it really fun to play. Like I said, definitely not a Smash clone. As much fun as Nickelodeon All Stars is, I don't feel like it's gonna die out as quickly, or I don't feel like it's gonna die out. Period. Like Nickelodeon All Stars, because like I said, each character is its own unique person, right? And then not only that, but it also has progression. So it makes you feel like you want to work towards something. So it has progression for your character, where like, okay, I'm about to get to the next tier. I'll play on until I get there. Oh, I'm about to unlock a new character. Okay, I'll play until I get there. Oh, I'm about to finish this level in the battle pass. Okay, I'll play it to get. There's always just a factor that you want to play. I'm not saying it's a perfect game either, though. There's some things that I would change. Maybe like being able to like refund coins, or if you don't like it a way a certain character plays, like that's something that I'd probably want to change. But I feel like Multiverses has a really strong start, and I think it's only just gonna get better from there.
Exactly. Exactly. And I think the one thing about the game itself, which is I think is a big deal that I don't think a lot of people talk about it really and all stuff, and it's the fact that it's free to play.
And yes, that it is free. Us
It's
Mexicans, you gotta jump on that, because us Mexicans hear the word free, and then we're just there like,
in fact it is free to play.
yes.
Though it is available on multiple platforms such as PlayStation, Xbox, PC via Steam, and the Epic Game Store. If I remember correctly, now that it's available, it does have full cross play and cross progression. So no matter what platform you're playing on, you still have all your what you've bought, collected, and all that stuff in the game. It'll be available to you anywhere else on any platform you're on, which is another benefit and all that stuff with it. And though it's like I've seen like I guess you can call them like reviews or thoughts of what people say about it and all that stuff. Some of them are already talking about like the the roster is mid at best. The reserve. First of all, it's like give this time.
I'm like, first of all, you gotta remember, dude, this isn't even the full release game. This is the beta.
This is a beta. Yes, this is a beta and all that stuff.
And they already have so many confirmed characters, and then
I
with leaks and everything too.
see. I haven't looked at the leaks because like I want to be kind of like in the
I
moment
haven't looked
knowing
at the
this.
leaks too. I think I only came across one leak where I was just like, no.
And all that stuff because like I think the one thing here is like the potentiality of this is what it brings is that this is Warner Brothers characters and there's a long line of assortment of characters within that banner itself that not everybody knows and everything, but and there's something more, but there's more. The fact that it's like already you're popping out with Batman, Bugs Bunny, Finn the Human from Adventure Time, Arya Stark from Game of Thrones, that you're jumping off with that, and then you recently released Iron Giant LeBron James of all who I'll get into a bit, and then coming soon Rick and Morty. Already, you're already jumping off the gate with already good things and all that stuff, and I think what they've shown. I think we haven't got anything like an item shop yet. That is coming soon. I think they'll probably hit when they start the new season, and everything, and I think that's going to be the thing about what that item shop is, that content is going to bring for the future of the game and everything. But outside of future characters and where it's going to come into the game for that stuff. I I've been having a blast with it, whether it be 1v1s, 2v2s with Arturo and everything, and it's just like being able to try out these very different characters and what they provide into the game and how they sort is very different. The one thing I was upset about because with this recent update, they started to do a rotation, a free rotation, and they already locked out. They already had locked out my main before I even get the
I,
and all that stuff.
that is something I feel that too. I'm
And I
like,
was
oh,
like, I was so pissed.
that's one thing I do wish is like, if you know that your character is gonna be locked, I wish that you can unlock them
Well, because that's the thing. It's like
right now.
so that's the thing. It's like so that's the one thing that they haven't brought out with and everything. So now that they did a rotation, the character I main is Harley, and she got locked in that rotation. So I had to like literally grind to get my coins up to get her to buy her. But the thing
Right.
was, so the ones that ended up getting free was Superman, um, and I
Rain
think
Dog.
Rain Dog, and
Um,
I forget the other two.
Finn.
Finn. Oh yeah, Finn, and I forget what. But let's Finn in particular because that's the one I've been using more on with the rotation. There's no option to buy that person in case of the rotation changes and all that stuff. So it's like you have it for free already, but it's a 2 week rotation also to let everyone know about this. The 2 week rotation. When that rotation comes in, like right between now and when it ends, I don't have the option to buy it. So that way I can be good. That way it's already set. I don't have to worry about it once the next rotation comes in and all that stuff. So that's what I'm kind of like, and all that stuff. I'm like, come on now, and everything. So that's my
But
go ahead.
no, I was gonna say yeah.
Yeah.
Like that is obviously one of the things. But I do like how each individual character plays though, because their fighting style it's unique, but it's also very accustomed to the characters.
Yeah, because like I caught that early on just within the tutorial itself and everything. Like
Yes.
because you're in your tutorial, it's Wonder Woman and Shaggy, and already you can tell the difference of those characters and all that stuff of how they play and everything, and it shows with everybody else, and it's very exciting, all that stuff.
My favorite example is actually Tom and Jerry, because if you look at Tom and Jerry when they're fighting, they're actually not fighting you, the character. In a sense, they're fighting themselves within the
Mhm.
battlefield, and you're getting caught in the crossfire. And I just find that so cool. And I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
if the
So,
devs put this much detail into the game with each and every one of their characters, I can't wait to see what else they bring.
oh yeah, and I think the one exciting thing because so the next characters are Rick and Morty, and they're separate fighters. They're not a group like Tom and Jerry and everything. So seeing how differently they're gonna come in, it's gonna be very interesting when they come out season one. Because I think season one that's gonna begin season one of everything and all for that stuff and everything. Um, Manny, I know you haven't played it much with us and all that stuff. I know you've played a couple. You played it with us for local play and everything. And I mean, based off what you've played before in the alpha and everything like that, and what you've done so far, or what you've seen, what is your assessment of the game and all that stuff and everything?
I think it's cool. It's there's something clearly different from it from other fighting games, as Arthur said. It's not, you know, like others, and it has different features, and it has its own uniqueness to it, and I really like that. I enjoy it. I'm excited for what they're gonna do to it, the characters they're gonna bring to it. I haven't seen the leaks either, so I don't know what they're gonna have, but I'm excited.
Yeah. I think the one thing that I'm looking forward to right now at the moment, and probably seeing more, it's like we haven't seen a lot of it recently, but it's starting to pick up a bit, especially coming this week with Evo, is how this will be a competitive game and its longevity is that there is going to be a 2v2 tournament this weekend at Evo. And I plan on watching that because I want to learn more. I want to see more of who's using what, how does it work. The fact that it's a 2v2 is going to be a little bit more interesting. Just today, as the day of we're recording, I recently showed Arturo there's going to be a 1v1 tournament coming soon. Especially the day this episode comes out is when it's happening. So I'm probably gonna if there. I don't know if I don't know if it's gonna be streamed yet, but I plan on watching that and see how the 1v1s work out and all that stuff because that's gonna be a 1v1 tournament, and then the Evo one is a 2v2. Because I think the game is supposed to be basically more pitched for 2v2 than it is 1v1, especially of
Mm-hmm.
with the different style classes of of each character is and all that stuff like assassin, bruiser, tank, support, mage, to name them and all that stuff. And that's gonna be interesting to see of what how those work differently, and then how is it gonna look in the future as an esport and everything of where it's gonna stick with too and all that stuff. And then more and more comes out and all that stuff. But I think that's going to be an amazing. It's all I know is that MultiVersus has brought a spark. Because I've always been a fan of fighting games and all that stuff. I've played Street Fighter, I've played the Tekkens, Smash, of course, and all that stuff. Dragon Ball Z Fighters, and everything. All those kind of games. Mortal Kombat, of course. If you, I swear, if you've not played Mortal Kombat, something's wrong with you. And everything. But it's Multiverses is a game that's like it's actually got me wanting to play every time and enjoy every bit of it. And I think the free to play aspect of it has been a good time. If I remember correctly, on Steam itself, it got a total of 100 over 140 concurrent players that's all the players at the same playing at the same on a day at the same time. So that says a lot right there too, and everything, and just coming out from the open beta and all that stuff and everything. But that's just more awesome and everything like that. And that's just all exciting. I'm excited for this game. I'm excited. I'm interested in like fighting games in a free to play environment and all that stuff. Because I mean, most of the games we play are mostly free to play and all that stuff nowadays and all that stuff. And it's gonna be exciting, fun times. I'm excited. If you haven't already, to bring that, Arturo and I, like I said, we've been playing this. We've been playing this a lot. We're having a good time. We've been playing it. I've been streaming it when we play and all that stuff, and we've been having a blast with it. Oh, speaking of the stream and all that stuff, oh my god! So to give a story about what happened one time. So the last time I streamed this, our last game we happened to play against a someone with a Superman and I forget who the other one was, but to focus on the Superman,
Yeah.
to focus on the Superman. So there's a it's a I think it's like his up special if I remember correctly.
No, it's a side special.
Side special. His side special where he can glide and he can grab you and then he can just like do whatever he wants with you and all that stuff. I kid you not, that guy was doing it almost every 5 seconds and all that stuff. And I wasn't paying attention. Like I didn't even notice it until after I saw it and everything like that because I was just focused on him. So I happened to do a move on him where I just like get him a couple times. I get him to the side. He comes back. I hit my up special, which is it's a spin attack similar to Link's with Finn, and I get him out. And we happen to win the game after that. Towards the end of the stream, or it was like I think it was after. Yeah. Towards the end of the stream, the guy messages Arturo on Xbox, and he tells him to tell his teammate, referring to me, to stop spamming. And I'm like,
dude was literally.
I'm like, excuse me? And then like Arthur replied back saying, "Aren't you the Superman that was spamming the whole time?" And he was like, and then he replies back saying, "Your friend start the spam war." I'm like, what?
Did he though?
I'm like,
You're like, what do you mean?
Like, what do you mean? I don't know stuff. It's like not my fault. You decided to use Superman, who doesn't do much. All that stuff. But anyway,
Oh my gosh.
God, that was an interesting time.
I was like, this dude. That is one thing that I will say right now because it is the open beta. So there's gonna be busted moves that the game is not aware of, or they don't deem is that strong. But when it came out, it's like that strong. Like some moves, you feel like you shouldn't lose to because it just has so much priority, and you're like, well, I attacked right before they hit me. Why am I getting punished for this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But in a way, there's no one definitive character that's just OP because there's a way to counter each character.
Yep.
If you know what you're doing, and also if the map favors you too.
That's like that is another downside of the game is the map selection. There isn't much of it, but
it'll grow.
It will grow. It also we got a recently new one. It's a Rick and Morty themed one, which is pretty nice to see, and everything. And then, like my thing is the fact that it's gonna be interesting to seeing the current map selection coming into play for competitive, all that stuff, and seeing what maps they're gonna use in order to keep it competitive integrity, as they say, all that stuff. But yeah, MultiVersus, It's available now. Open beta is available and all that stuff.
Free.
It's free.
No,
Like I said,
hop
Xbox,
on that. If you want,
PlayStation.
pay $100 for the legendary founder pack.
If you want,
Not
I know.
sponsored by hashtag Red Beach.
Yeah, if you want to do that too, I guess, and all that stuff. Like I said, Xbox, PlayStation, PC via Steam and Epic Game Store if you want to get it.
Remember,
For that
always
stuff.
toast your teammate.
Always toast your teammates and all that stuff. It benefits all of us and everything like that. Unless they're weird and all that stuff. And
Unless
everything.
they're weird.
And also, well, no, because like, so when you play a match, there is an option. When you finish the first one, there's an option to rematch and all that stuff if you want to.
That is actually one feature I do love the most.
It is an awesome
Is
feature.
the rematch, because sometimes you just feel like, oh, I shouldn't have lost that. Let me run it back.
Exactly.
And then you could like make the comeback of the century and absolutely diss on the people that deserve it. Oh my gosh.
I kid you not. Our last games, our last playthrough, we had maybe 3 or 4 straight games where they didn't rematch at all.
Yeah.
It was crazy. It was fun. It was interesting and crazy.
It's because we absolutely destroyed them. To be fair, Ricky, we're
Honestly,
basically pros now.
Honestly, it's just like
we're basically
like honestly, if we felt like it, we probably would have signed up for the Evo tournament. But we were like, you know what? Let them do their thing, and then
we'll give the pro players a chance first.
Yeah, exactly.
Before we take the spotlight.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Like
I'm saying,
I'm a sleeper hit Rain Dog main. Nobody plays Rain Dog because one, he's not a Warner Brothers character.
True.
And because he's a new character that the developers developed, and I find that really cool too, because not only did they bring their own like Warner Brother characters, but they created their own character and like give him his own storyline too. So we might even see more people from the Rain Dog universe. And I find that really cool because it just gives more potential, more growth for the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said.
Yeah.
Also, Rain Dog is like absolutely he's crazy.
So I say this: Genesis is, if you plan on adding MultiVersus, we will sign up. It'll be because like we talked about this last when we went to Genesis early this year. It's fun to go if you're going for that one day, but if you plan on doing the weekend, you better be you hope you participate in a tournament to do it and all that stuff. I say if MultiVersus comes to Genesis, there's a reason for us to stay the whole weekend. And all that
there
stuff.
is.
And all that stuff. There'll be a reason. And that's MultiVersus. And all that stuff. So just saying. And all that stuff and everything. One thing to close on this, for you guys, any potential characters you're looking forward to in the game?
Well, I do want to see more anime swordsmen, so naturally Samurai Jack. I think Samurai Jack would be a pretty cool addition.
Love it. Manny?
He's like, Uncle Ruckus from the Boondocks.
Yeah, that'd be kind of funny.
It could work. I mean, it could work because like it's on Adult Swim, Cartoon Network. It's under that banner.
The rooster from Family Guy.
No,
bruh,
can't work.
No, can't work.
Nope.
I want to see Mickey Mouse.
The old guy from Family Guy.
That doesn't work either.
No.
Let
me see here. Let me think. The blue guy lost his home for imaginary.
Oh, okay, blue.
Okay,
blue
okay,
can work.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. We got it.
Here. What is here?
Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo. Would be dope.
Yes.
Dude,
I can't wait to see how he womanizes everyone. He sees Wonder Woman. Oh, hot mama.
Oh, there's one. I would like to. There's a possible. There is now a possible chance. We already talked about this in our group chat before, and Manny brought up one particular person that I didn't know, I couldn't confirm yet at the time. Yeah.
Oh.
Urkel.
Who? Oh, Urkel.
Oh yeah.
So,
dude, imagine he gets like, I was thinking, imagine he gets like a power cube and he turns into Stefan. That'd be hilarious.
He does have his time machine. He has made clones of himself. Like we moved into his power set.
Exactly.
So I happened to look up about the show, Family Matters and everything, checked everything out. it was produced under Warner Brothers. So Urkel's a possible chance. Urkel has a chance now and
You know,
everything.
Animaniacs, I think they would be pretty cool.
Yeah. So
Powerpuff Girls. So there's so much.
there is so much potential in this. Nobody knows.
Billy and Mandy.
Just within Cartoon Network alone.
Grim.
Tom
Just within Cartoon Network alone.
with how about was it Tom from Toonami, the little android dude? Him? That would be cool.
Mhm.
That would be cool.
The guy from Jetix.
No. Why do you do this?
You know, and also because like there was a lot of anime on Adult Swim as well. We do have potential for, you know,
Goku.
third-party animes, so like Goku or like Naruto, because even though I haven't looked into the game and everything, like there is placeholders for characters.
Oh yeah.
I've seen days and leaks. Like one of the characters is literally named is literally a ninja, and that could be a placeholder for, you know, Naruto coming up.
It literally, yeah, that could work because like though they're not within the Warner Brothers thing, they aired on Adult Swim Toonami, which was under the Cartoon Network banner, which is under that whole thing itself. If you look at it more on a broader picture and all that stuff, and for that stuff. No,
It's true.
not Charles Barkley. I would say Charles Barkley.
Charles Barkley.
Well, because like here's the thing, TNT's is under the same umbrella with Warner Brothers and all that stuff. He is a analyst on the inside the NBA for their NBA coverage and all that stuff. It's a funny idea and all that stuff, but I don't think it would happen and all that stuff. You would have to pay that. You would have to pay that man so much money to get him in the game. He's not even in freaking 2K for the legend stuff and all that stuff and everything. So it's like no point.
Mucha Lucha.
No point. No point. Yeah, I mean, hey, Shaq maybe.
Mucha Lucha be dope.
Does Mucha Lucha count? I'm gonna look that up.
I'm pretty sure. Look it up for me.
I'm gonna look it up and everything. Real quick.
I think Johnny Test is one, isn't he? Isn't Johnny Test in Warner's? I'm pretty sure.
Give me a sec.
Maybe. Kind of. It sounds. I mean,
we're just gonna assume everything under Cartoon Network is Warner Bros.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah, yes, it counts. Mucha Lucha counts.
Mucha Lucha, dude. Mucha Lucha would
Warner
be
Brothers.
dope.
Warner Brothers Animation. There we go. Oh yeah.
Mucha Lucha would be so dope.
Oh, that'd be so cool. I love that show. I love that show. Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Oh, he's
Cartoon Network. He's Cartoon Network. Cartoon Network.
Yeah, it's true.
Codename Kids Next Door. Any of those kids? Any of those characters and all that stuff?
You know,
That'd be dope.
No,
Maybe
really?
all of them.
one.
You do like a tag in. Maybe all of them. You do like a tag in.
Probably.
You know, Ben 10. Dude, we got so many, like literally. We got so much possibilities.
Oh.
We got the different variations of Ben 10 too. We got the Teen Titans. You know,
OG Teen Titans, not Teen Titans.
the OG, yeah, no.
Well, yeah, of course. Well, I think like those characters in particularly, and they'll probably do like skins based off those shows.
I will say I did lie. I did look at one leak. Raven is confirmed.
Which one? The good one?
Yeah, the good one.
What does that even mean?
Well,
it's not gonna be Teen Titans Go Raven, okay?
Yeah.
It's just Raven in general. That you don't have to like be specific.
No, because Teen Titans Go Raven sucks.
Well, it's not. That's not. It's not Raven. Okay. Anyway, let's getting. Oh my gosh, this is so. I'm just.
We could spend. I think we should just talk the whole topic of just like.
Well, no, we have a speaking of the multiverse, we have a bigger discussion to talk about later on and all that stuff.
Yes.
And everything.
So let me tell you about the infinite multiverse on how we have infinite possibilities in this universe, guys.
In multiverse,
just like Schrodinger's cat. No, just kidding. No.
Anyways, let's get everything. Let's try to get everything else done so we can get into that topic. Small thing, the Choco Taco is dead, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
the Choco Taco is dead. Me, I am sad, though I haven't had one in maybe a little bit over 10 years, and I blame myself for that because I'm an idiot. And I'm just kidding. I think out of the three of us, I think I'm probably the only one sad about this.
Yeah, for me, I always looked at the Choco Taco. I think I had it once, and I was like, wow, you know what's so much better? The Big Dippers.
I thought that was going in a
Or
complete
the
different
fudge
direction.
bars, dude. I melt over fudge bars. I just love chocolate, except for Choco Taco. That was kind of weird. That's just the wafering, like.
You know, they used to sell the Choco Taco at Taco Bell.
That's
You say
cool.
Taco
Or
Bell?
I think this was if I remember correct, I think this was more when I was younger and all that stuff.
They
So
have like a little like ice cream.
no, it was
The-
the little Choco Taco, the actual ones. They sold them at Taco Bell. You can get one if you wanted to. And all that stuff. You have to pay, of course, and all that stuff and everything. So, but it's like, yeah. I mean, I would always get them because like at the ice cream truck when it came by and everything, I would see Choco Taco and I would literally ask for that and I would always get one every time because I loved those things as a kid and everything. It was just beautiful. I thought it was the most interesting idea ever. But anyways, yeah. Sad day. It's discontinued. I don't think I could find one nowadays.
you know what? I'll
No,
find one for you, eBay.
the ice cream truck that goes around my house has one. Has them.
Yeah, until they run out.
Yeah. Well, nobody likes those run.
Yeah. So,
Or you know what, Ricky? Here, I'll make you a Choco Taco.
He could. He probably could.
That sounds weird. I don't know why, but that just sounded weird.
Wait, you'll turn him
Hey.
into a Choco Taco, or you'll make him a Choco Taco?
You're something else.
I'll turn him into a Choco Taco.
Sweet Jesus.
Okay,
anyways,
that's
okay.
what I was thinking.
Okay. Anyways, on to our content, so though we've been dealing with COVID, depression, and personal reasons and all that stuff, we did manage to watch stuff while we were gone, while during our overextended break. We have, let's see here.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know where to start with those. Okay, here we go. We'll start with this. Black Phone. All three of us saw it.
True.
So you want to start off with the one that all three of us saw?
Yes.
Then...
Yes. Because it makes it a little more easier and all that stuff. Because everyone's wonky. Because like, here's the thing. When I wrote this list down, the majority of all these stuff is me.
True. True.
And then
there's
other things here and there is like it's either this person or this person.
Next week that's gonna be me because I'm gonna have I have so many movies lined up.
No,
dude.
2 of those movies I'm seeing with you. Okay.
Well, oh, yeah. You're gonna see Bullet Train, right?
Yes.
And then you're gonna see
Nope.
Bones. No, you're not gonna see Bones.
No, I am seeing Bodies.
Oh yeah.
Nope.
I was like, no, because you said nope. I said Bones, or Bodies. And I was like, Bodies. And you're like, nope. I was like, oh, so you're not? So nope.
Yes.
Bodies,
yes.
and Bullet Train.
Yes.
I'm gonna go see one I found. It's interesting because it's like a Japanese rock opera anime.
So it's like I know, yeah. So the one you showed me that you are seeing, I was actually gonna look that up, but I didn't get time to. So I will look at that first, and I'll confirm if I am going to see that because I think I want to see.
Yeah.
And then also,
I think it's pretty cool. I'm so sad, dude. Kiki's delivery service aired today, and I can't go because we're doing podcast.
Oh, I'm sad.
Actually, now you can be sad with me.
I don't know who that is.
I'm sad. It's a Studio Ghibli anime that came out when I was a kid, and I loved it for some odd reason, and haven't seen it since.
Ponyo's dope.
And also,
yeah, dude, it only aired at 7 everywhere, and that's it.
Yeah. Also, the new Dragon Ball movie is coming out this month. Also,
I saw that.
And all that stuff.
I mean, I haven't seen Dragon Ball, so.
And all that stuff. So I'm adding that to the list. That's this month on. Anyways, first things first. Black Phone. Thoughts?
That was dope.
Awesome.
I thought it was pretty cool.
It was interesting.
Pretty nice movie.
It's a very interesting aspect of how can we say this? Thriller, I should say.
Yeah.
In a way.
It was very nice and suspenseful. It really showed you how easy it was to steal a child now. Like before, nowadays, you really have to put effort in.
That's true. That is true.
But the fact of like how that story progresses, how that story goes, literally went away. Well, because like I think the one interesting thing was the little girl in the movie and her character throughout that movie. That was
No,
something
the
that,
psychic, yeah.
yeah, how I didn't expect that of how like how it led to where it got to towards the end of the movie, and it was interesting. We had a good time. That was a good time and everything, and all that stuff, and it was a good time. Um, okay, now that the one all three of us saw together is out the way, let's go into the separate ones. Um, First one,
You know, I think we should talk about Lightyear because that's the one with. I mean, you've seen, and then you've seen more with Manny.
is it? Yeah, okay, yeah, it
I
is.
didn't see that year.
No, 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 no. He's saying that the ones after the one out of the ones that I have the most is me and Arturo. Oh no, me and you, and our Lightyear's the only one that me and Arturo saw at the same time
Yeah,
and
that's
all that
true.
stuff.
That's true.
So Lightyear, we saw this opening weekend, if I remember correctly,
Hmm.
and all that stuff. Um, I don't understand the hate for this movie. I'm gonna be honest.
I can explain it.
I really don't. If you want to explain it, go ahead. But at the same time, it's just like, okay,
Okay, so my whole thing with Lightyear, it was how not to write a villain.
oh,
Because,
so you don't like that. You didn't like that at all, then.
dude, what was the motive? There was no motive. It's so stupid.
Okay.
Sometimes madmen don't need
You look back
motives.
on it and tell me what you think.
Manny, when you watch that, when you see that part, I think you'll probably side with Arturo on that one, on this and everything,
All right,
and
I'll let
everything,
you guys know when it comes.
and everything,
When I
because
see it.
it's all that stuff. Because for me, I think because like here's the thing, I don't think I took it that seriously.
But no, because like you got to think about it too. Then it messes with the Toy Story continuity.
But that's see, I think that's what people are like, and I think that's the reason why people are pissed. But at the same time, it's like for me, it's like I didn't think of it as
A Toy Story movie.
a continuity kind of thing. Like, yeah, it does. Like, and this is like it's gonna mention like everyone's talked about it already. It does talk about in the beginning of the movie how this is the movie that Andy had saw in order for him to get the toy and all that stuff
Right.
and everything. But people are complaining about how the villain, I guess we can say, is not the same thing in the continuity of Toy Story itself.
That I didn't care about. It was more the fact that that villain just didn't work. Like motives were stupid. The character itself had no sign of like being a villain
Yeah,
prior to.
no, yeah, no, no, yeah, I get that. I get what you're saying, but I think like again, I think it's just how like looked at the movie as just something that's like
Mhm, mhm.
I'm just here to have a good time. I want to enjoy this. I don't care about I guess continuity in a way and all that stuff of and what everybody's like. I kind of wanted to put it in a way of separate from the main four movies and
Yeah,
all that stuff and what was shown for Buzz in that
because
end.
if I keep it separate from the main four movies, like obviously my point still stands, just because of
No,
like
no, no, yeah,
the character itself
yeah,
within Buzz Lightyear in itself, and then not only that, but just how like just the character development
yeah,
didn't really show
yeah,
how he got to like certain resolves, and I'm like,
yeah.
hmm.
Yeah, I guess it's like yeah, I guess it was I think for like yeah, I guess me I just didn't take it as much I didn't look at it seriously on what gripes to take out of it and all that stuff cuz
Like
like
visually, it was stunning though. Like
oh my
I'll give
god
him that.
and all that stuff. I can't wait to watch it again when it comes on Disney Plus when I watch it on my TV. Um and everything, but it's like I came out of that movie just having a good time and all that stuff. And didn't care about it. I mean, yeah, like I can understand the gripe like what you mentioned about the
Mhm,
villain in
mhm.
particularly. Everything else was like I had a good time with it and everything like that. I guess yeah, there are some issues on the this Buzz's character progression in a way. I can understand
Mhm,
that
mhm.
into some degree and all that stuff. But it's like for me, it's just like I came into this movie it's like I just want to have a good. I just want to enjoy this. I don't care about anything and like and all that stuff. Like and that's it. And that's how I enjoyed it. I had a good time and all that stuff. I'm looking, like I said, I'm looking forward to watch it again when it comes out on Disney Plus and
Mhm,
everything.
mhm.
Um, I I I just think like I think I think this is like it's a lot I've been dealing with on TikTok watching not just Lightyear but when we the MCU in particular when we get into that later. and all that stuff. It's
Mhm.
just it kind of like drained. It's kind of like draining to see that stuff, and I'm just like I just came into that
Yeah,
like I just came into that like I'm watching Buzz Lightyear just to have a good time. I'm not. I don't care less what people say. Um.
like for me, like I can still enjoy a film, and then critique it whatever after,
Mm,
but I'm not gonna be like, oh, I didn't like the film
mm,
because like I have my critiques and everything, but I'm not saying the film is unwatchable. I'm not saying oh it has no replay value.
yeah.
Well, it kind of loses its replay value because they decided to do a twist villain. Um,
Sort of Coco. Coco
Yeah.
kind of stuff too.
Yeah. Yeah. But
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
so yeah. But that's so yeah. But yeah. That was, honestly in watch. I say people watch it, just enjoy it, and I mean see what you say. And if you don't like it, that's fine. If you do, more power to you. You know and stuff.
Hmm.
Okay, that is Lightyear, and now on to the stuff for me and Manny. Um, Top Gun Maverick.
Yes, the best movie since Top Gun 1.
Okay, now you're just doing too much. Now you just don't get me wrong. No, don't get me wrong. Maverick was an awesome movie. Like it's one of those like it's the movie that it's the sequel that actually succeeds
Yeah,
from a movie that was out a long time ago and all that stuff. And all that stuff. It's a nice sequel that even though there's like a long time apart from it, it's a really good sequel and all that stuff. That I has Manny seen it 2 more times after that we saw it? Yes, he did. Have I? No. But that's because I've been busy and I do want to see it again. It should be on Paramount Plus anytime soon. So I'm gonna watch it when it comes out on Paramount Plus. Um and for
that's
that
good.
stuff. And because I like I said, because I think like because I did see Top Gun 1 the week when that movie came out, but we didn't see it that same week. Manny had COVID to deal with and all that stuff. And I didn't. I was like, I want to see this with Manny because I know he's a big fan of it and all that stuff and everything, and everything. So it was like, we waited. Sucks that we didn't get to see this in either IMAX or Adobe because it probably would have been awesome. Though they did re-release it in IMAX, but Manny had saw it with someone else instead. So I was kind of upset about that.
That
I'm
is
not gonna
true.
lie.
That is true.
I'm not gonna lie about that. I was kind of upset. And everything. But I think like the story for it of what they brought out for what they brought is a really good story. Tom Cruise, that man cannot age for
Miss.
nothing. He cannot
Oh,
age. He cannot age. I'm like, how does that
Just like Raj Al Ghul, he takes his little dip into the Lazarus pit, just to chill.
how? It's like how do you still look that good at that age?
Scientology.
It's crazy. Yes,
Apparently.
Scientology.
Apparently so.
A little bit of goat blood here and a
I'm in
little
the
bit of
wrong
goat blood there.
I'm in the wrong religion.
No,
And all that
no, you're
stuff.
in the wrong cult. No.
That too.
Yeah.
That specifically.
Yeah.
Oh, but no, everyone. I think I had a good like. This movie was fun. I kid you not.
It was.
Once it started, it felt like I was watching the first movie and everything because it was literally like that, but just more modern. All that stuff
Yeah, it looked
and
better.
everything. But yeah, it was so cool. It was like, oh my god, this is cool and everything. But you would think though, it's like when you start off with movies that start off like that, you think you're gonna go into it's gonna go downhill from there. No, total opposite with this one and everything.
Yeah.
It was just beautiful. I had a great time. Everyone's roles in that was awesome and everything. Um, is this a good fitting end to the to this series? I mean, we could probably do a sequel, probably do one more. What it will do with it, I don't
I
know.
heard he was in
There's
talks.
talks. There's talks. There's talks.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens. It has been the most grossing selling movie in the like when it hit mid July. If I remember correctly, it just passed Avengers in the all time list for box office. So that's pretty cool. To see. And that was good times. That was good times for that one. Um After that, uh honestly, I don't know if I can actually confirm this because I just added you because I know you watched it.
I don't know if I can confirm this either.
Did you finish Kenobi?
No, I did not.
Okay, so I am the only one that finished. So I'm the only one that's only finished it. Um, it's been a while, so it's gonna be hard for me to try to get this through because I've watched so much since after that.
I saw where he drug him through the fire, and I was like, "That's fire."
That's episode 3, so you're halfway done.
Oh, okay,
or
halfway there.
I think yeah. Um, Kenobi is a good show. I love what they've I love the fact that they have expanded this relationship. I guess you can say this friend, or we could say friendship between Kenobi, Vader, or slash Anakin and everything. Um, I've it was a good show. People, I know people. There are people that probably have like some gripes about one particular episode. Um, since it isn't in a 6 episode format and all that stuff. But hey, it is what it is. Deal with what you got and all that stuff, and what it is. Vader in this. Oh my God, he's this show also shows why Vader is Vader, like why everyone's scared of him and all that stuff. And it proves it in that. And I had a good time with the show. I loved it. I'm fine with them just keeping it like this and not doing a second season, um, and all that stuff. And for that and everything. Riva, I think that's if I remember her name. I apologize if I forget.
Rita Repulsa.
No, 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 no.
Okay. That's what it is.
Um, uh, her character in this show, I believe was good, was awesome to see. I do have a little bit of where it went towards the end in that process because there's like of course
Mhm.
and all that stuff. But hopefully, if they do another show or something, another show, and then it relate has her involved, we'll probably see more of that coming in. Ooh, excuse me, sorry. And I had everything was good and all that stuff. Let's see here. Wrap up the last two things. Stranger Things season 4. I am the only one that watched this. Uh, to give insight, Dodo, have you watched the show?
What is it? Stranger Things?
Yeah.
I've seen like the first 2 seasons.
Okay.
That's it. I don't have Netflix, so
Oh, that makes sense. Manny,
Oh, so you can't chill. Continue, my bad.
no.
Continue.
Manny, you've seen everything
I
except
do
season 4.
HBO and Mo.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. I've seen all of them except this last one.
Oh, okay. So here's the thing. Here's my thing. So season 4 was split into two separate parts. Um, I didn't see the first part when it first came out because that was the same week. That was the same weekend as Kenobi was premiered. So I prioritized Kenobi over Stranger Things because
Hmm.
there was
That's fair.
there's a part 2. The part 2 is coming later on. So I was like, you know what? I'll just I'll do part 1 the week of part 2, and then I'll be all good.
Were you?
Yeah, no, I did, and
Oh,
that
okay.
I would. I think it was honestly. I think that was a good decision. It was a good decision on my end because it was a good time, and boy, that season was. Can you say emotional in a way? I mean, how you see it, that's fine, but to me, it was like, oh gosh, and everything. I just don't know if, like, where that goes from. I'm like, no, I don't want to say where it goes from here, but it's just like they are doing one more season for it, and I'll be interested on what they do. Probably won't see it till like a couple years down the road
Yeah.
and for it, but it's in part 1. I think it's episode 4. I think it is because I think they only did like 6 episodes in that one, and then the last 2 are for
Yeah.
part 2 because literally the second episode of part 2 is literally a movie. It's no, I kid you not. Hour like the time size. It's exactly a movie, and
Oh, yeah.
and I'm just like, what? Like, where's this coming from all of a sudden? All that stuff,
Yeah.
and it's just like, and it's just like, but I mean, like, here's the thing. It was totally worth it, like how it went, where the story goes, and all that stuff, and how it gets set up for the next season.
Yeah.
It's good. It's like the fact that I mean, it's a little risky in a way, I guess you could say, of doing it like that, doing
Yeah.
your last the final episode of the season like that long, but it totally worked out in the end on their favor and all that stuff. And I think like, um, I mean, hell, it's literally like brought like 2 songs from the 80s into the top of the Billboard charts, which is crazy.
What songs did it?
Run Up That Hill. If you're on TikTok a lot, you probably heard that song a lot during that time on your For You page. And the other one's a Metallica song and everything.
Which one?
Master of Puppets.
Oh, okay.
And if I remember correctly, I only said the name of the songs. So it doesn't technically spoil anything.
Yeah, no, that's good.
And everything. Well, no, I mean, like,
you're good.
I think if people like see this, and they're saying like you're spoiling the movie, I'm like, technically, I'm not because you don't know where they're coming from, and all that stuff,
Yeah,
and everything. But I had a good time. I enjoyed it very much, and
that's
everything.
good.
I enjoyed it. It made me rewatch the previous 3 seasons and all that stuff because like how I did it, I saw part 1 the weekend before part 2 came out.
Okay.
So when I did finish that part, I started rewatching all 3 seasons, just to like remember everything, just to like just for the heck of it, and then I watched part 2 after that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so because like it literally because watching the first 3 seasons led up to seeing part 2, and I was like, cool,
Yeah.
and it worked out fine, and I had a blast, and everything. It was good to see, like it's Stranger, because I know like people like love Stranger Things, and it's like and everything like that. Stranger Things to me is I like the show and I enjoy the story, and I like especially how this recent season went and everything like that. But it's not like I'm not gonna say I don't adore it, but it's not something that's like I'm a mega fan of. You know, I guess you can say like I'm not one of those kind of people that like dive deep into it and all that stuff. Like I'm gonna watch it. Like literally, like I said, like I didn't watch part 1 when it first came out, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, and I think but that also goes to the fact of like, because it is on Netflix, all the episodes out are all at once technically, for this case. So it's like, it loses that gravitas of like, you're talking about it and then it's gone after that, and all that stuff.
Oh, okay.
I think with like the fact that it went from part 1 to part 2 maybe helped it a bit, and all that stuff to keep the conversation going and all that stuff. But like I said, that came out the same weekend as Kenobi, and I had prioritized Kenobi more because I know for the fact that's like I'm only watching these 2 episodes, and then the rest is going to come out after that, and all that stuff week by week.
Right.
So it's like I'd rather watch this, that way I can be ready for the next episodes and all that stuff, instead of just watching everything at once and then be like wait a month for another part. And all that stuff.
Okay, I get that.
And everything. So I was like, I did that, and and to me, I felt like I made the smart decision out of that, for that stuff and everything. But it was like I had a good time. It was a good show. It was like I love this season. Yeah, I think season 4 is my favorite one, especially after rewatching the previous 3 and all that stuff. And all that stuff.
Oh, okay.
Because the stakes, how the story went, it is I will say that it is a 2-lane storyline in a way. I guess you say, because you've like how there's there's 2 separate things happening at the same time that leads into one thing at the end, sort of. I guess you can say. I don't know how to say the exact term for it, but there's one section of the show that's happening, and there's another section of the show that's happening, and all that stuff. Normally that causes confusion and all that stuff or issues, but it worked out fine in my opinion on how it went and all that stuff. But yeah, Stranger Things.
Stranger Things.
Loved it. It was a good show. I finally watched the entertainment arc. Demon Slayer season, that season. Oh my god. I'm kind of glad now.
It went hard.
It went hard. Oh my god. Like honestly, it's like I don't remember much because like it's been so long and I watched it all at once. So it's like, but I gotta watch it again soon. I don't know when, but I'm watching it again. And I'm excited for it. I forget what the new arc is called because I saw there's already a trailer out for it. And I'm so excited for this and all that stuff. But it's just so Demon Slayer is awesome. I love Demon Slayer. It's awesome. Arturo, thank you so much for recommending this to me.
Of course.
I remember the day. I remember I texted you. I was like, "You got any animes I could watch?" He brought that up to me. I was lucky enough to find it on Hulu, and I was like watching it through and through. I'm like, okay, like and everything. And
And then you're like, oh.
as soon as it got to the kid spiders and all that stuff, I forget that arc particularly. When it
Yeah.
got to that, I was like, oh, this is worth the wait. This is worth the build up and all that stuff.
And then you saw the movie too.
All the beautiful movie. Oh, when they showed that part again in the prologue with the show season, I was like, I almost cried and all stuff because that was something else. And everything, and then like, but the entertainment arc, so beautiful, so much, so lovely. Oh, give me next season.
Yeah.
Speaking of anime,
I will.
You liked it.
speaking of anime, new season here of My Hero Academia is in 2 months.
Shoot.
Sounds about right.
I honestly forget about My Hero just because I read it.
Yeah, I know you read it, but
And
like,
so like it's gonna be so far. I'm like, okay, which arc is this one gonna be again?
like, cause like I was like, cause I watch it and I don't read it, so it's like the fact when I found that out, I was like, oh like yes, I think they released like 2 episodes. I mean, it's not like they're like those filler style kind of things, I guess you could call them. I don't know. I'm gonna watch them,
Mm-hmm.
but because I like the show. I love the show and all stuff. But yeah, but 2 months. It's in 2 months. I don't know. I'm like, what? When did this happen? And all stuff. Like,
You're like, I'm not ready.
like it was just it was just not that long ago when we saw the movie. Even though it was like what, last year, if I remember correctly. It feels recent. I don't know why. Um, and all that stuff. But yeah, so entertainment arc. Oh God, I can't wait to watch it again. It was amazing. It was amazing.
You're like, all I know is that it was beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, like the animation, especially during that, was astounding. Like my eyes were pleased. I felt like they were just constantly nutting.
Yeah, because like the weird, because the crazy part about that, because I was watching it on my iPad in a car on the way to LA, and it's like it's hard to hold my containment of excitement when I'm in a car with my mom and my sister and my niece, because they don't know they know I watch anime, but they don't know they don't know the aspect of the excitement of what this brings and all that stuff and everything. So it's like, yeah, ooh, awesome.
It was awesome.
To and some TV news and all that stuff to bring it back to some DC stuff via Warner Bros. Stuff. The Flash is coming to an end. 2023 season
Good.
9. Season 9. I think it's time.
It took them 9 seasons.
I think it's time. I think it's time. I think it was time.
Yeah,
and everything. Like
I think
literally,
it's been time.
well, no, like after Arrow, like literally everything else was like dying and all that stuff, and it was just like, but the Flash was still going. Like I think Legends is officially done. Batgirl is no longer a thing from what it sounds like. What else was there? What else was there? Black Lightning ended right. That ended right when they finally became continuity with everything else and everything, because it was a separate thing. And then like they just like, we're done. I'm like, wow. And Black Lightning is awesome too. It's a good show. It was a really good show.
That is actually a show I did enjoy.
Yeah, that was a good show.
I will say, like CW doesn't really do a lot of shows justice.
They don't. They really
They
don't.
don't.
They really don't. I think
But
that
at least they bring to light some like underrated characters. I will say
yeah.
that.
Yeah, that is true. That so yeah, Arrow, after Arrow, like everything else went gone. Supergirl and everything was gone after that. The spinoff to Arrow, which is supposed to go focus on his daughter and everything, that never came into light and everything. And like Flash is like the lone thing. And it looked like it was gonna stay for a while, but
Yeah, it did.
as of today, it was announced that season 9 will be its last season with its final 13 episodes in 2023. I think for this, because I think I guess outside of Legends, in my opinion, I think the Flash is like the only other thing that kept going. That was still had like its moments still and all that stuff and
Yeah.
everything. Like
Mhm.
Arrow was going towards a downhill slope. Though the last season kind of helped it out a bit and all that stuff. Legends is good as its own thing, and that's and everything. Though it is connected to the other shows, it's a separate thing. Um, Supergirl, oh, I don't know what happened to that. It had its moments.
Ah,
I'll
it had
admit,
its moments.
but at the same time, it was just like,
I think they dropped the ball with Cadmus.
yeah, I think that's probably it. Oh, Superman and Lois, that's still going. It's going. It's gonna.
That's a good show though.
It's a good. That's the thing. Like that's the thing. That's only the good show. But the thing it is, I think they somehow like separated itself from everything else now, and all that stuff.
It's not in the CW
Yeah.
continuity.
Even though it's on CW, and all that stuff. And there's Stargirl. Also, there's also Stargirl, but I only watched like like a couple episodes of the first season. But I hear it's like actually not bad. And that's pretty much it. But I think for this, like I'm actually going to catch up and then watch season 9 for this because I mean it's a show that I think I would admit like though it had its issues and stuff, it was something to look forward to at times and everything
It was
and all that stuff. That was the thing
like
about
even
it.
though they rinsed and repeated,
Hmm.
like
Yeah, a lot.
since season 1.
Hmm. Yeah, but it was just like it still had its moments again. And it was like there was something
It did. It
interesting
did.
to look forward to. But yeah, 2023 final season, last 13 episodes and everything.
I might just watch the final season because I feel like you could jump into the Flash no matter what.
I kind of want to watch I do want to catch up and everything just to like and
We'll
everything.
just like watch everything explained of the Flash.
You will. Yeah, I know you will. I know you will. And everything.
I will sit down for a 3-hour video of it instead of watching 3 episodes of the Flash.
I will.
What did I just catch you?
And all that stuff. I will. I'm gonna watch the episodes. I'm gonna catch up and all that stuff. I feel like it deserves. I think if this was like another DC show and everything, I probably wouldn't do it. But I think for Flash, I would. Like say if it was Arrow, like say I had stopped off Arrow, I definitely would have done what you did. Like did a catch up and all that stuff because that's a hard thing to try to like get through. Arrow's up.
I will say I stuck with Arrow just because I saw it from the beginning.
Well, yeah, me too.
That's why I stuck with Flash.
And all that stuff. But it was just like I think for me, because that went for a while. But unlike the Flash, that thing was draining. Arrow is draining and everything. So it's like I probably would have done what you're gonna do with Flash is just do a catch up and watch the final season. And all that stuff. That's I probably would have done that with Arrow. But Flash, I think I'm gonna catch up and all that stuff. Watch it. I know the recent season is on streaming services, so I'm good right there and all that stuff. And other TV news, season 6, Rick and Morty, September 4th. I gotta finish season 5. I gotta finish season 5. But I'm excited.
4th.
But I'm excited and all that stuff. So that's gonna be good.